Okay, so Dave, this is Tom Gagnon, Gagnon. Okay, cool. Re-entry. And I don't know if he's not the original guy who made this trick. It's Chipizio, or maybe he's the guy who owns Chipizio. Used to own that company. I don't even know if the guy's still alive, but I don't know. But it's a whole routine which I took parts from mentally when I read it, and then I added my own spin on it. I like my spin better. So when you get this, okay, if you're gonna use it, you should do it this way. The line, so I don't even have a quarter. Hold on a second. Let me just go out of frame for a second to get a quarter, because I use a quarter for this trick. I don't think that they. They tell you to use a quarter in the instructions, and I'm not going to go check. I don't have time. So here's the lighter you get, okay? Now you can have them examine the lighter, okay? There's nothing, you can show the front and the back of the lighter, okay? And what I usually do is have them examine the lighter, okay? So they look at the lighter, and they see that the lighter is there. And then I just turn around and I say, look, nothing in my hands, okay? The thing about this lighter, these were the old Scripto lighters, Scripto lighters, and these were very popular back in the 70s. Companies used to put their logos inside of them or whatever. But in order to get these logos inside of them, the feathers, if it was a fishing one or if it was a gambling one, you'd see a little tiny dice inside of it, okay, that kind of thing. In order to get those things in there, they had to manufacture a secret compartment that nobody else who got the lighter would know how to open in order to take something out or put something in. But I discovered that secret compartment, and basically what I do is I if they're sitting here, okay, if they're on my left-hand side on this side or right-hand side, it doesn't matter. What I would do is I'd say, look, I got to sit down. The camera's following me the wrong way. What I would do is, let me see if I can make an adjustment. Okay, now this is standard adjustment. Let's see if that works. Okay, so what I would do is I would say the secret compartment, when you push this button, there's a little button on the side here. Okay, the secret compartment, that by the way was originally used to add lighter fluid into the wick on the lighter. That was. You'd turn it upside down, and you would, because this would all be filled up with lighter fluid. And so you would press the button and that upside down, and it would leak lighter fluid into the wick so that you could light your cigarette or whatever you wanted to light. Okay, this doesn't do that. This has been modified. So, but I use the joke where you press the button, and I say that allowed you, if you pressed it once, twice, 3 times, that would open up a secret compartment. I actually show them the secret compartment, if you can see that. See that there? The camera? Okay. I actually show them the secret compartment because I want them to believe that there's a secret compartment. Okay? And 99.9% of the people say it's a secret compartment. And then I take the quarter and I actually slide it into the secret compartment and then push it close and lock it. And I say that the quarter is actually locked inside of it now. You can see how it's locked inside. It's inside the lighter. And I say, I want you to try this because a lot of people don't know how this works. I want you, so you know this is information that, useless information, but it's good to know just in case you run across one of these lighters. And by the way, the truth is, these lighters are not going online. They're going online as collectibles for anywhere from $45 to $50 to a couple of $200, $300, $400, $500, depending on the rarity of the lighter when Scripto made the lighters. Anyway, so now I'm getting ready to hand it to them. So I'm going to hand them the lighter and say, look, I'm just going to hand you the quarter and the lighter, okay, which I just released the mechanism to let the quarter and the lighter out. And I let them look at the lighter, okay? All right, they're looking at the lighter and they're trying to figure out, they press the button, they're looking for the secret compartment to come out, and nothing's going to happen, okay? And I'm saying, look, let me try it again. Let me just show you because maybe you didn't see what was going on. There's a button here. I press the button 1, 2, 3 times, okay? And when I do that, okay, I can, the compartment slides open like so. I'm going to hold this up for the camera. Usually I would hold it like this because they're sitting here, or there's two people, one on either side. And you take the quarter and you stick it in and you push it in like so. And then you can show them that after you close the secret compartment that the quarter is embedded in the lighter. Okay, so they can see that. Okay, it's not on the front or the back. It's inside the lighter. Okay, and so let's try that again. Here, I want to give you the quarter in that. All right. So they're doing that, and they no matter what they do, they can't see that. The gag that I do with magicians, or the gag that I do with whoever it is I just say you really need to pay attention to how to open it. Now they're not seeing this, but I've got the gimmick in my hand. For magicians, I would do this for magicians. I'd say at the end, I'd do it for magicians, and I would say at the end, they say you really need this extra little piece to do the trick. Okay, and that lines up. There's a little curve here that lines up with the lighter, and that's my routine. Okay, I'll go back and forth with them a couple of times, and then I'll push this forward with my finger, the compartment, and then I would just take the quarter and put it in there and just give it a little shove, and then close this part over here. All right, now let's talk about the handling of it. Okay, the handling of it is simple. You just hold on to the back here, and when you're showing it the quarter in the lighter, you're holding it by the edge of right in here. You're holding it right here, okay, so that they can't, they don't know what you're doing. And you're showing your hands are empty. Your hands are empty because the gimmick is lodged against the lighter. The shell is lodged against the lighter. You just got to maintain that hold with either hand, okay? If you're holding it with your right hand, you do this. You're on the edge. That's holding it together. And your left hand just comes over with this. And when you want to show it inside, you would hold it with your right hand, okay, and just shake it a couple of times so they can see it. Now, the move that I use to get the quarter and the lighter out is I come in like this, all right, my fingers wrap around the shell, and then I just drop the lighter and the quarter, and the shell is in my hand like so. So it's hide in plain sight. So if I do that, you can see how, okay, that's what I do. I come in like so. My audience is here, all right, and I say I'm just going to come and put the lighter down. The quarter automatically drops out. And if you want to say, which I usually do say, okay, I usually say, look, I'm going to just press the button here like so, okay, and when I do that, okay, what happens is it releases the mechanism and allows the quarter to come out of the secret compartment. All right, and then if you want to just not tell them what's going on, then just take this and put it in your pocket, or, just lay it under something or whatever. But I mean, basically, the move with me my left hand is here, here. I'm sorry, here, here, and just drop the lighter down, and I've got this in my hand like so. So that's basically it. And then when I'm finished, I just put this back on there, and then put it away, so that they don't see anything. The nice part about this trick, again, is the fact that you're dealing with a shell, and they don't see the shell. And they can examine the lighter beforehand. And you've got this in this hand, all right? So you can examine the lighter before that, and then you place it in your hand. Look at the quarter. Make sure the quarter is legit. Now, the thing about this trick is there's a secret compartment in here that Scripto used to put into these lighters. These are very collectible lighters, okay? And when you press the button 3 times or 2 times or 1 time, the compartment opens up, okay? So you can see that the compartment is opened up there. See that up there? Okay. I show them the trick. They can see what I'm doing. And then I just drop it in like so. And I close it up, and now it's locked in there, so you can't get it out. You got to press the button a certain way to get it out. Here, you can try it if you want, and they try it. And your hand's here. This is a great carry. Now, what do? I take this, I put a rubber band around it, all right, just to keep the quarter and the lighter together. So there would be a rubber band. I don't see a rubber band handy here, but so that would be with a rubber band around it, so that would keep it light. Now, over the years, this one has got a little bit yellow, brown. What you can do is there's a scratch remover that they use on the headlights of cars. You can buy that cream, and you can clean this, okay? I'm going to try and do it before I send it to you. And then you can do the same thing with the shell. See if the shell will come clean with the scratch, a little bit less yellow. You're not going to get all the yellow out, okay? You may have to do 2 or 3 applications, but you want to be careful if you're doing it on this piece because you don't want to bend or break this piece, okay? And this is in remarkable shape and condition for what it was used for back in the day. So that's basically the video that I'm sending you along with the instructions. And I would, after you look at the video, then just read the instructions and see if there's anything you want to add to it. But this is a great carry. It really is a great carry, And it's very easy to lose the shell, so make sure that when you're finished, you take the quarter and the lighter. And people believe you. I had magicians believing that there was a secret compartment in here, okay? And if you're holding this like this, again, you see my finger is holding right there. It's holding that shell on there, so it's not going anywhere. All right? And then when you hand it to them, the 2 moves again is this, show your hands are empty. They don't see this shell. It almost blends in invisibly on the lighter. Okay? So, and then my move for dislocating the quarter from the lighter is to make believe I press the button and then hand it to them and say the drawer opened and closed, and that's how that works. And you're hiding in plain sight. That's what you're doing. All right, so this is yours, and I hope you use it. It's really a cool trick. I'll even give you the quarter. All right, that's Frank Paris over and out, buddy. Enjoy the trick. Let's see here. Stop. Okay. How do we stop it? Huh? And stop. I don't know if that stopped it or not. No. Nope, it didn't stop it. There's the